speak about certain things. You know, we live in a world that's all messed up. Have you noticed that the subject matters that people used to be able to agree upon is now frowned upon? And the subject matters they used to be able to speak about is now considered the bad subject matters? And the bad subject matters that you weren't supposed to speak about, well, those matters are the ones they want you to speak about. You're given free reign for those things. And it truly is like an upside down world. Good morning, I'm Lex. We live in it. Good morning. It's kind of mind-boggling. It's been slowly happening, but truly it's the past few years. The past few years, at least 4 or 5 years, you weren't allowed to be patriotic. You truly were not allowed to be patriotic on social media because you were seen as a threat to whatever it was. But there was a time when you were allowed to be patriotic. And there was a time when you were allowed to speak about God without being condemned. There was a time you were allowed to, speak of good things and things of that nature and speak out against the bad things, but it's like the tables got flipped and everything like that became a little taboo. Yeah. Yeah, shamelessly vicarious. Look in the mirror and the back of your head is backwards. Hello. And good morning. It seems as if perhaps now there might be a shift back to being able to speak. It seems like it. I hope it is. But then where will that lead us? I hope it doesn't lead to the very extreme end of this pendulum swing, but the pendulum is coming back. It literally went all the way to the left, but it's swinging back right now. And it used to be, let's talk about, if you're a TV watcher or a movie watcher, it used to be they had ratings like the PG-13, the rated G, the rated R. Ooh, my nose is starting to tickle. And the rated X, well, where did that stuff go? I guess that went out the door. It went out the door if you can turn on a TV and you're seeing very inappropriate scenes, that something that should have been rated an X is showing you know what type of scenes and people having it, and they're literally showing the actions. That's the world we live in. And can you imagine your children sitting there and watching that? Imagine your children, if you care about your children, if you care about the younger generation, and you don't want them to see that thing. So you imagine them turning it on and they're seeing inappropriateness, they're seeing nudity, partial nudity, they're seeing sexual innuendo, all of that kind of stuff. It's in the video games. It's literally desensitizing. And it's like it's making that a normal part of life. There was a time when that stuff was not allowed, but we're not living in that time anymore. The only time it's like not allowed if you as a parent don't allow it. Don't allow your children to see stuff like that, or don't allow that stuff into your house. Don't allow that on your TV. Don't allow that on your things. No, it's like they've literally tried to destroy this world. I would say this country, but no, it's the whole entire world is flooded with trashy movies that are become more popular. Trashy songs. Songs with sex and violence and violent talk, murder and killings, and you name it. It's like a poison. Poison has been poured into. See, this is even taboo to talk about because this ain't gonna, they don't like you speaking out against that kind of stuff. It's it's actually encouraged. It's actually encouraged. All of that kind of stuff is encouraged, and it's okay. It's okay if your teenage daughter wants to walk around the house. My children don't do that. They never did do that. Wants to walk around the house in their panties and their bras because everybody else does it. No, it's not all right. It's not all right having your pre-puberty children walking around the house in their panties, or your sons walking around in their underwear, or whoever knows whatever clothes, half naked around other family members. What, come on now. What happened to the decency? What happened to the modesty? What happened to let's not be seeing your body. You're not leaving much. And could you imagine they go out in public like that? They do it on the TV. They do it on the computers. Maybe you be watching this and you be out there doing that too. No. And forget about having the pants hanging halfway off the rear end. No, they're hanging it halfway down as far as they can without showing their private parts. That too. Or they're just wearing as little bit of clothing as possible. But who's pushing all of this kind of stuff? You had to ask yourself. You know where it's coming from. It's like dehumanizing, demoralizing. It's showing no respect for the human race, who the ones who are pushing it, they don't have the best interests of humans in heart. No, they don't. Their goal is literally to strip humans of everything, even their clothes. Even of their clothes, where you have no dignity, no nothing, no modesty. If they had their way, they'd probably make it to where you can walk around naked in public. You may be a person that walks around like that in your house too. You may see nothing wrong with it. Well, there's other people who do have a problem with that. But if you like to do that, that's between you and yourself. But I wouldn't want to see it out in public, especially I would find it quite offensive if I had to see that out in public. I might as well be walking in an X-rated world. And if I had my children with me, or my adult children, I think they'd probably be embarrassed too. We'd be out there. There's no boundaries. None. The world's a mess. It's not just the United States, it's the whole world. It's not the whole world, truly, but they're trying to pollute the whole world. There's still a lot of people who don't go for that, but if they can get a hold of a few, they'll just run it for those who don't like that. Yeah, you got to shower. Well, that's different. You take a bath in your own house. You want to shower in your own home. Don't be showering out in public naked where everybody can see you. Yeah. No, don't do that. Don't. Just to do it. Don't you have any respect for yourself or for others? Please, if you're going to be showering, don't be doing it around me. Don't. Have the decency to do it to where I can't see you shower, okay? Because I'm not going to sit there and shower in front of you. It's like I don't want to go into a big community bathroom or a big community thing where they, I don't know, those bathhouses and communal bathing, if they want to bring it back into. No, I don't want to do that. I want to have some privacy. I do. Hello. Hello. There's some people who don't care about that. They're not. Well, you're raised different. You're raised totally different than other people. You are. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, he's got the whole world in his hands. What's surprising about what's going on? Be more, there may be nothing surprising. I I hear people say nothing surprised me anymore, what I see. I think you're right. But I don't want to see it. I don't want to be surprised with something else. I don't, because that thing, that could get really bad. If what's going on in the world right now is allowed to accelerate and allowed to spread, you don't want to go there. I promise you, you do not want to go there. You don't. You don't. I can see it, and it's bad. If you were to live in a world where there is absolute lawlessness and anything goes, you do not want to live in that type of a world. I don't care who you are, because sooner or later it will get to you also. If you are a person who wants to be free, free to do anything you want, see anything you want, watch anything you want, well, just remember that type of freedom. If we lived in a world like that, then anybody could do anything they wanted to you, because they would have the freedom to do anything they wanted to you or anything associated to you and your family, your children, your spouses. Would you like that? Would you like such freedom exercised? Freedom to do whatever you want. That's not freedom. That is barbarianism. That is I can't even think of a word. I can't. That would even no. Gina, don't go there. I'm not going to go there. I don't watch that kind of stuff. I never did like that kind of stuff. I didn't. I lived a sheltered life, and for a lot of my life, totally sheltered. And I've seen things within the past few years I wish I would have never seen. I do. And I wish the younger generation was never exposed to it. But we have children growing up in this world that are exposed to things they really should not be exposed to. That's my personal opinion. I feel there is a corruption taking place. It is. This is a moral decay is happening that didn't used to be there. Moral decay. But it was a design. It was planned. Moral decay of the human civilization, and it came by the hands of beings that do not really care for humans. They don't. If they can humiliate you, they'll humiliate you. Humiliate the whole entire race and destroy it in any and every way possible. Take away your morals, take away your values, take away your families, take away any decency, anything that you've got, take it from you and strip you of everything that you hold dear, to where there's nothing but a corpse of what used to be. Just a little corpse. I know this is really kind of deep in, but if they had their way, they would like it like that, to where your mere existence would cease, and there would be no history of you because they would wipe it clean. You know that you said the word Soros? My husband can't stand him. He mentioned his name. I said, I'm going to go upstairs. He said, he is so disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah. No one can take away your morals unless you give them the authority. That's not true. They can demoralize you. They can. They can take away your morals that way by demoralizing you. I mean, you may still have it on the inside, but they're going to hit you hard. I mean, hard. And if they can keep attacking you, attacking you, attacking you, attacking you, they'll break you down. Break you down. It's like that, to where, if they can, to where you will just give up and you won't care anymore. They can do that to a lot of people. Because a lot of people are not strong. And actually, you don't know what you would do under such pressure. You don't. When it came right down to this, and you would, like being in a torture thing, when they torture you and torture you and torture you and torture you till there is nothing left, till you are like a zombie, to where your spirit is the only thing in there, and they do what, and your body is like a dead corpse, and you long to die, you pray to die because of what they're doing to your body. Yeah, that would be a worst case scenario. Don't go there. Don't go there. This is so much deeper. That's the evil that's out there. It is. Someone did it to groups of humans, but yet we're not supposed to talk about that. That's taboo too. Don't you dare talk about that. It's taboo because it was so bad, and it causes emotional harm for people to even know about it, so you're not supposed to talk about it out of sight, out of mind. Therefore, if it happens again, well, that's different. That's different, but don't you even think about, don't you even speak about what happened long ago. Just forget about it. Some say it never happened. Well, what about the people who never even knew about it? You got to prepare spiritually, because a lot of bad things are happening right now. There's a lot of lives are being destroyed by what some say are just natural disasters. And some say, no, it's not natural disasters. It's some deliberate. But you can't say it, even though the technology's out there. You can't say it, that it was deliberate. Because that's taboo too, even though there's truth to it. It's messed up. Yeah, that's right. It wasn't natural. That's right. And sometimes the earthquakes aren't natural, but you can't speak about that, even though they got the technology to do that. Sometimes these diseases are not naturally occurring, but you can't say that, even though they got the technology to use biological warfare. You can't say that. That's a no-no too. You can't speak of that which is in existence if that which is in existence is used against the people. You can't speak about it because that's taboo. But you're doing it to the people. And we're not allowed to speak up saying, okay, we know what you did. It's like watching a terrible crime, which it is a terrible crime being committed, and all these people are watching, and they're telling you to keep silent and you didn't see a thing. Keep your mouth shut. You didn't see a thing and you don't know what you're talking about. You know what? I had a doctor tell me that years ago. And I mean, back in 2005, when I was first diagnosed with cancer, and he's had me taking this tamoxifen, and I didn't like taking it. He was an oncologist. I didn't like him. And they always go in there, they do your blood work and stuff, and, they analyze everything about you. I said, what do you do with these samples you take? Do you analyze all these and find out what type of genes are out there that people have, and see who gets what and stuff like that and use it? I don't even know what I said. He looked at me. He goes, you don't even know what you're talking about. That was the last time I ever went to that doctor. The last time. I quit taking that stuff anyhow. I didn't like it. I didn't even know what I'm talking about. And I said, why am I taking this medicine anyway? And he just shook his head. Because it's a protocol, more or less. No, you can't speak of that which you're not supposed to think for yourself. We live in a world where you're not supposed to think for yourself. Hello. A lot of people can't handle the truth. And that's true. But a lot of people have their own truth, and they want to make their own truth other people's truth the way that they see it. But they fail to realize that other people have their own truth that they see, and we all don't agree all the time. We don't. And you can't make someone think the way you think just because you think they should think that way, because that's wrong too. Unless they're willing to think that way. But there's others who will shove that down your throat. If you keep repeating a lie over and over and over and over and over, it's been proven you're going to believe that that lie is now the truth. It's brainwashing. The lie is now the truth. The lie that you kept repeating is the truth. It's like if you keep telling somebody they're worthless all the time, they'll never amount to anything. You tell a child that, or even an adult. If they don't get out from underneath those words, they won't amount to nothing. They will not amount to nothing if they don't find a way to break free from that type of abuse and brainwashing. Yeah, but see, it's done. It's done. I don't like a crushed spirit. Like a crushed spirit, who can bear? I can't stand that. When you have people telling children that, I do not like that one bit. Speaking down to your children, no, I don't like it. Or speaking down, husbands speaking down to wives, or wives speaking down to husbands, or people speaking down to people like that in the workforce. I can't stand that. That really makes me upset. No, I don't like it. I really don't like it when it's done to children. And I really don't like that to see that done in marriages. I don't. Mm-mm. Can't stand it. It's wrong. It's wrong, you all. It's terrible. Oh my gosh. Carolyn, I feel so sorry for their grandchildren, and you have to hear it too. That's wrong. That is wrong. You know, I wonder how and if you listen to the music nowadays and you see the movies nowadays, the songs, they encourage it. And YouTube channels encourage stuff like that. Social media encourages stuff like that. The news encourages stuff like that. And these elections are getting pretty nasty. I don't like that word. And they encourage stuff like that. And people will begin to think, oh, it's normal. I didn't say nothing. Lighten up. You're too sensitive. Well, what's wrong with being sensitive? It's like that's a taboo too. You got to have a hard heart. You got to let people talk all down to you. You got to develop a tough skin, and that's how you got to live in this world. And that's how you got to talk back, or you ain't going. That's how they tell you. You got to toughen up, because that's how they're going to do you in the real world. It's how it is. And then when you run across somebody who is not like that, and then you treat them like that, that's wrong. That's wrong. It's like people who go around using people because they've been used all their life, and people use them, so they use others. Not everybody likes to be used. They don't. Not everybody expects to be used. It's like if you're a person who's kind, and you're being kind to somebody, not knowing that they're manipulating you and stuff like that, and you find out, oh, it's crushing. It's absolutely crushing. But then it's a wake-up call. Not everybody's like that, because there are people taught to take advantage of others. Get what you can get. Get what you can get. Fake it. Get what you can get. The world's messed up. There's no truly love others the way that you love yourself. But see, if you do bad things like that to people, they don't like that. They don't want to be played. If you play them, a player don't want to be played. They don't. But it's okay for them to play you. But when the tables are tipped, don't you dare play them, because that's a no, 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 no. You can't do that. Why not? Why not? It's okay. It's like that in the government too. It's like that in the media. It's like that in the world. It's so twisted. It's twisted. Why can't we live in a world where that stuff doesn't happen? Or can't we live in a world where kindness is the way to be, the way to treat each other? Why you gotta be mean to people? Why do they gotta have the trolls? Because it's a different army, it's a different spirit. That's what it is. It's a different spirit out there. Not so nice spirit. They can't stand losing control. That's right. Sometimes you do got to beat them at their own game. You do. Beat them at their own game by not playing their game. But they may think you're playing their game. But when you don't engage, that beats them. You beat them at their own game. That's right. AI will communicate for you in the future. Yes, we've done videos on it. We have. That's the future too. And I don't think AI is going to like minds that are that type. Maybe that's their plan. We'll get control of everybody's mind. And it's like those movies with the thought crime. Oh, you were thinking of committing a crime. Well, you're going to jail because you're not going to get away with it because they can already read your mind. Oh, you're thinking ill of this person? It's premeditated. And maybe they will inflict pain in your body or something. Maybe they'll do something to you if they got control over you. Send you nightmares into your mind. Yeah. A YouTube grifter. We got a YouTube grifter. Are you the YouTube grifter? You live a sad life? Is Jordan a troll? Because I take that as if he's a YouTube grifter. I've got to hide him. That's my initial reaction, saying that I am a YouTube grifter and I have a sad life. Matt, yeah, there's something to that. Yeah, there is something to that. Reincarnation, being an old soul. You've been there, you've done that. You don't want to do that again. You want to make sure you don't do it again. For FEMA workers, I've seen those, JH channel. I see what you're talking about. I seen the tent where they had the beds. They were all lined up and they were for the workers. Well, let me tell you something else. They do have migrants there that are doing jobs, illegal immigrants. They have them there shoveling and stuff too, but they're not showing you that either. They're not. There's no telling. It was set up by organizations, but I'm not going to say that it's nefarious. I'm not, because I know that there's people out there with their own tents, sleeping and camping out more or less, surviving like that. Yeah. YouTube grifter. What is a grifter? Is somebody who preys on somebody else. Yeah. Somebody who preys on somebody else. Yeah, maybe Jordan was meaning that you get a YouTube grifter. People get I've unhid you, Jordan. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, YouTube grifters. There are YouTube grifters who prey on other people. I unhid you, Jordan, and if you meant nothing by it, you got unhidden, and I apologize if you were just making a statement. Yeah. Well, Gina, that don't make it right. Well, I unhid him and give him the benefit of the doubt. That's what I do. The benefit of the doubt. Huge rooms of people doing nothing but trolling. Absolutely. It's out there. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. But we live in a world where what you used to be able to think about, you can't. You can't speak about what you used to be able to speak about. It's taboo. And what's going on, even though you know it's going on, and there's evidence of stuff going on, if you speak about it, it's no, you don't do it. Oh, the algorithm follows people everywhere. It does. Yeah. You, you live here, it's for relief. Are you a FEMA worker? Who are you? Are you a FEMA worker? There could be people who are FEMA workers, and I heard they pay a lot of money. Some people might do it out of the goodness of their heart. And some people may say, I need a job. I need a job and it pays good. Some people may do that because people are losing their jobs. They probably got families to feed. And they probably doing it with good intentions, but getting a bad rap. They taught us strict individualism. Humans are already naturally selfish and competitive, and that's why kindness isn't reproduced and practiced. Our programming taught us not to be kind to thy neighbor. You're right. That's right, Carolyn. Sleep, what is that? What is that? Aloha and good morning in Hawaii. It is a scary situation. Kindness is, but there are still a lot of people who are kind. There are. And they won't take advantage of you. And they'll be there to help you. And they'll look for nothing in return, just to see the smile on your face and see that it makes a difference. There are a lot of people like that in the world, and we don't hear enough about it. We hear about the bad in the world. It's like the news really truly wants to emphasize the bad, and but not emphasize the good as much as the bad. It is spiritual warfare. They're regular people working out of their homes, and you was talking to the rep the other day, and I could hear her baby. Yeah, and it's, you can't demonize everybody who works for any type of organization, because it's not like that. It's just like everybody in the military. You can't demonize the whole entire military because you got some bad people in charge, and even entire companies, because there's good people in those companies too that make everybody else bad, look bad. Will you will you do a Bible study one time soon? I don't do a Bible study unless I feel led within my spirit. I don't. There are channels that do that. There's lots of channels that are strictly Bible. Sometimes I'll read something or sing a song or something whenever it hits me. But doing what I'm doing right now, I would say that I'm fulfilling a role in being there for others. I'm doing something literally, physically, and I'm being an example, setting an example that it's good to reach out and talk to people and let them know that there is a better way of doing things, and you don't have to be rude and you don't have to be disrespectful. You can be loving, you can be kind, you can. Yeah. The problem arises when the Bible is brought up and things like that. You get a whole lot of different mindsets in here, and their way's the only way. Yeah. But there's channels that do that, specifically have audiences for that. That is not one of these channels. And I will pray, but I'm mainly a people-oriented, relation-oriented person. And I got love in my heart, and I think that is what we need right now. It is. Yeah. I will say that the Proverbs, I read them all my life. My favorite book in the Bible was Proverbs, and I could practically recite practically everything in it. And the book of Job and the Ecclesiastes, that helped molded me into who I am today. Very good verses to live by. Yeah. Love and compassion is what's empty. I could pop out the Bible and I could read and whatever. That's not me. That has never been me. I'm just going to tell you, it has never been me. No. It has never been me to be that. Although I've taught Sunday school classes and classroom classes and vacation Bible school, but that has not been me my whole life. This is me, one-on-one, right here. This is me. Yeah. FEMA workers were sent down from Michigan after the hurricanes to work in the Walmarts. Oh, wow. They never did that before. Yeah. Heart to heart. That's what's truly, that is a component that is missing. That we need that heart to heart, that human connection that is missing in a lot of the other area. It's missing. Shalom. Walmart, Mart Law. Yeah, we saw that backwards before, Quran White. We saw that backwards before. You may feel like you're overwhelmed with life. You truly may be watching this video and thinking, I am so overwhelmed. I am so overwhelmed. There's so much to do. There's not enough time to do it. It's like I never get any rest. It's constant, constant, constant. Yes. Everything has been sped up and there is not enough time to get everything done that you want to. And you got to make the most of the time that you've got. Like right now, that is me. I am literally overwhelmed, but even doing this video right here, to me, I'm winding down, I'm connecting heart to heart, I'm able to connect. And it's a good thing. It's me time. I can relax and I can get filled by doing this. It fulfills me in a way, and it may be fulfilling in a way to you too. It's a nice little break from a busy world. People's been saying something's coming since the 70s. Yes, yes. And longer than that. Write down names, you all. What are you all talking about? Something about writing names down on people? Grand Rising? Grand Rising. Yeah. Yeah, I need some downtime. This is my downtime. I'll take it when I can get it. I can. Yeah. I know what's down there waiting on me also. I've got to get that done sometime. I got to make room for it. 7 gallons of miniature peppers. Those little bite-sized peppers, snack peppers you see in the stores. They like sell like maybe 8 or 9 of them in a pack if you even get that. They're like $4 or $5. I got to slice them all. We're going to slice them all in strips and or chop them up. That's going to be hours of work. Hours. Yeah. Oh, well. We're planning on trying to do it tomorrow. Me, my husband, and my daughter. If all 3 of us do it at the same time, it will go a lot faster. It will. Yeah. That's right, Carolyn. Yes, your words are powerful. They're very powerful. It's okay to speak of some things. It's all right, as long as you don't dwell on them, as long as you know that that is not the thing that consumes you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's no spooning out the outsides. I found the easy way to do it. I just cut the tips off because the seeds are at the tip, right at the tip of the miniature bell peppers. And nothing's going to go to waste because it's all going to go to the compost pile. And it will return back to the earth and add some nice nutrients in that soil is what it will do. Yeah. Nimrod had the energy. Good morning. I am going to go, you all. And y'all, please give this video a thumbs up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's okay, you all. You get done whatever you can get done. What you don't get done, you'll just save it for another day. Another day. Hello. Oh my gosh, I've got to wake up. Yeah, I am awake. A lot of people are awake, and it's okay. You got it. Oh, you all have a great day. So it's good to have heart-to-heart conversations, even if it's on social media. It's like, what do I care? I'm still communicating. The frequencies can still come from here to there, and I can feel it from here to there. It's a direct communication, and it's live communication. You're not looking at a recorded video. Okay, that is very rare you're going to ever see a recorded video from me. All of my content, the 90% of it is live streams right then and there. Yeah. I hope you all have a blessed day too, and I hope you get everything done that you want to get done. Gracious Heavenly Father, may you be with each and every one of us, and may you bless this day, and may you bless our hands. May you bless our families. May you bless everyone who's helping others, and may you be with those whose lives have gotten destroyed. May you help put their lives back together and help them. Just be with all of us in the name of precious Jesus. Amen. Yeah, we can do it. Don't give up. Just keep pressing on. It's a struggle, but you got to push through it. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in it. Yeah, you can do it. Have a wonderful day, and thank you.